Namaskar my dear friends. Have you ever wondered how you can test your IR receiver circuit? So these are the IR receivers. We have already seen how we can use them in our remote control systems. Okay, what are the different applications and how we can utilize a circuit diagram for this IR receivers, right? Now we'll try to understand how we can quickly test it for our general application. Okay, whether it is working or not, or you want to just test your IR receiver that you have received in your lab. Okay, so whether you are a college graduate or you are professional engineer, you have this particular device available with you in your lab and you just want to test it very quickly whether it is receiving the signal properly or not. What you can do it? It's going to be very simple. We will take this particular device TSOP13436. You can use another devices as well. Let us say TSOP13438, or you have older devices. Let us say TSOP13 or like 1836 or 1838. Any IR receiver device you have, you can take that. Okay, and all of them will be having pin number 1 2 3 as depicted below. So let us say we'll just try to make this particular circuit. Okay, you can see it will be pin number 1 2 3, and 1 will be your output pin, 2 will be your ground pin, 3 will be your VS, that is your supply pin. So I have put it here VCC. So this is the IR receiver diagram that I have put pin number 1 2 3 as output, ground and VCC. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to supply one 5-volt power supply to this VCC pin. Okay, and that will be accompanied with 10 microfarad capacitance and 1.1 microfarad capacitor. Okay, so basically you put power supply with these two capacitors to the ground. Now what you can do is pin number 2, that is your ground pin, will go ground as it is. So these two are done. Now take one resistor of value, let's say 470 ohm. If you want, you can increase this value also to up to let us say 680 ohm or 680 ohm or even 1 kilo ohm, but your LED intensity will reduce as you go on increasing the value. And if you want to reduce, you can reduce it to let's say 330 ohm or 220 ohm. Okay, so this way if you go on reducing the values, what will happen is your LED intensity will go higher, so it will go glow much better. Okay, so let us say a nominal value I have used 470 ohm. Now what you have to do is you use an LED. Okay, green LED or red LED, any LED is there with you, you try to use that LED. Let's just say that your forward voltage drop is around 2.7 volt or something max. Okay, so try to keep it a little bit lower side. Now this one, the cathode of this LED, you try to connect it to pin number 1, that is output of the IR sensor. Okay, so IR receiver output you connect it. Now additionally what you do is you connect your 10 microfarad capacitor, one more 10 microfarad capacitor between your output pin and the supply pin. So this will actually support the LED to glow properly. Otherwise if you do not connect this, then what will happen is as soon as you try to test it, it will not glow properly. Okay, it will flicker. So if you want it to glow properly, it will support, like basically it will try to give the energy to that. So once this this circuit is done, like once this circuit is completed, what you do is you connect a power supply of 5 volt here and put it to the ground as well. So ground and power supply is connected properly. Now your receiver circuit is ready. This you do not connect as connector, you connect your actual IR receiver at pin number 1 2 3. Okay, now what you have to do is take a normal remote which is working in condition, like your remote should be working properly, any TV remote or something like that you can take up. Now you press any power button, then also you will see that your LED is glowing. Any other button if you press, then also it will glow. So any button you try to press and leave it, press, leave it, press, leave it, it will keep on glowing. Okay, so this is how very simply you can test your LED is glowing. It means your IR receiver is receiving the signal from the remote. Okay, another method is you can try to do some other way also, because you want it your output is right now working as sink. Let us say your output is working as a supply or source. Then what will you do? You can just reverse your circuit another way. Let us say one more circuit. In this circuit, what I have done is the same way you have to connect your power supply to VCC pin, like pin number 3, that is your VS pin, okay, and connect it to zero point 0.1 microfarad filter capacitor with 10 microfarad bulk capacitor, okay. So this two will be ceramic capacitors, and this ceramic capacitor rating you can keep it, let us say 16 volt, and this one you can keep 50 volt rating, okay. So this is what you can do, 50 volt, okay. Now one more capacitor you can keep 10 microfarad with 16 volt capacitor, okay. Now what you have to do is, this output pin will go through a 470 ohm resistor, and then it will get connected to your LED which you want to glow, okay. So what will happen? As soon as you press a button from your remote, like let's say power button or maybe any 2 3 4, any button you press, as soon as you press and leave, so as soon as you press, what will happen? IR receiver will receive the signal, and this is how it will go high, and at that time this LED will glow. Understood? So this is what it is going to do all the time, okay. So you can test this way, otherwise you can test first method, like this IR receiver output will be acting as a sink and it will glow. So you try to test out and see how easy it is to test your IR receiver, whether it is working or not working, and for this purpose you can take up any of your IR receiver which is like TSOP13438 or 36, okay, which is very well known device that is used in your IR receiver control systems, like remote control systems, okay. So alright guys, if you have any questions regarding this testing method of your IR receiver, please let us know your comments in the comment box, and we shall be able to answer you out with your any queries. Thank you.